And welcome inside Delaware Live Sports. It's Championship Thursday and championship time for the Dickie Rago Cup between St. Elizabeth's and Polytech. Nick Alessandrini alongside my partners today, Pat Garianis and Joe Singles. A little championship action on this Thursday before the new year, fellas, and it should be a very good one. Polytech has been very impressive these last few games earlier this week, and St. Elizabeth's as well, Joe. Pat, 2-0 for both of these teams, and here we go. Champion decided today here at the Viking Invitational.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. You know, we don't always get around this time of year any teams from Sussex County coming up, and Polytech has a good squad this year, and it's the first time that I'm seeing them in person. So I'm really excited to see what they have, and you know, we know a little bit more about St. E's just from being up here in Wilmington. You know, strong guards, they kind of stay with things, well coached. So we'll see how they match up.
And Pat, now you're a Viking, graduate of St. Elizabeth High School. Here you are back at St. Elizabeth's, and I mean, obviously you may know a little bit more about the Vikings. We haven't had a chance to check them out. I'm not sure if you had to yet this season, but tell us a little bit about St. E's.
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking to a former coach of mine here, Matt Rubenkamp. He was an assistant under Dickie Rago.
Yeah.
Of course, the cup is named after Dickie. Obviously, he coached me here at St. E's, and he, and what you hear from a lot of other people, Jeremiah Herring,
yes,
must-see TV, I guess you could say. This kid can fill it up. He's got a really smooth game. Of course, you also got Kai Rawls, another guy to keep an eye on as well. I mean, they just got a really well-rounded team. St. E's, scrappy. That is the number one. If you had to talk about an attribute from a program standard, it's scrappiness. This team's going to get after you under Coach Cassidy, and we'll see. Like I said, they got a pretty talented team, but from the sounds of it, Polytech's coming to the table here too. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, Pat, you just mentioned scrappy. We had Xavier Brewington on as our player of the game yesterday. He had 27 in the win over Devon Prep, team from outside the King of Prussia area. And the one thing he said was about his team is we're scrappy. So we're going to have two scrappy teams here going at it. Should be an exciting one as we're just moments away from tip-off here. We'll get you starters here in a second. It looks like for Polytech, it's the usual. You've got Darrell Little, Jalen Anderson, Xavier Brewington, Kyle Gamber, and he's the guy, guys, that we're going to have to watch today. Kyle Gamber, 27 in the first game of the week. He had 30 in the win over Smyrna earlier this season. He's the scorer, number 2 in red. He's going to be the guy to watch out for. Great is creating his own shot and can shoot the lights out. When he lets that ball fly, it's a lot of nylon that he's coming down with. And then you look over at St. E's, Pat, you touched on it, Herring, one of the guys to keep your eye on there for St. Elizabeth's, and a lot of defense is going to be here in this game today. So should be an exciting one. It's Championship Thursday. It's the Dickie Rago Cup Final between St. Elizabeth's and Polytech.
Herring, another one of those guys, and Joe, Nick, we've all talked about the amount of talent that is in these underclass 10th and 11th grades is insane. Herring, another example of it, only an 11th grader.
Well, here we go, guys. We're underway here at the Dickie Rago Cup Final. Nick Alessandrini, Joe Singles, Pat Garianis here for championship action. St. E's going to win the tip. They're going to control the ball here offensively first. Pierce got in the lane, able to get his own rebound. Over the second, tipped up and around. Gamber able to pull it out. So here's Kyle Gamber, battled foul trouble, guys, earlier this week. Had to sit out with around 3 fouls early in the first half in yesterday's win. 30 on Monday. It's going to be a pull-up mid-range jumper off the mark for Darrell Little. That's going to be kicked to the corner. That's an open 3 for St. E's, and that's going to be good for Aiden Tobiasen.
It's Tobiasen, a guy, as I was saying, I was talking to Ruben Game before the game. He's a kid that had quite a growth spurt within the last year. Obviously, his dad's a former graduate here, is a legend in the golf game. And he was a good rebounder, but, I mean, he's a kid, you can see the legs on him. He's not done filling out yet either.
You're right about that. And again, he's just a sophomore, as you mentioned, Pat, knocking down the 3. Now they're going to put the ball in his hands here. 3-0 lead for St. E's. We saw Polytech also play a little 2-3 zone, a little 3-2 also earlier this week. We'll see if they decide to do anything like that. Nice reverse spin move inside. Off the glass he goes. That's Kai Rawls.
Rawls wanted the ball there. You could tell from the moment he stepped across the half-court line, he knew he had a favorable matchup, got the ball, made a nice move, and then on the way up, gave the little too small sign with his hand.
Hey, it's championship. It's going to be some emotion out there today as Brewington's three is off the mark. He had 27 yesterday, and, well, same spot, same result for Tobias. And he's got 2 threes early, and how about this, fellas? 8-0 run to begin the game for St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, and I think the approach for St. E's is it should be and has been, as Rawls goes, they go. Rawls really gives them, a sense of security, a sense of comfort, a sense of somebody who you can rely on to make the right decision. And twice now he has found the open shooter in the corner.
Yeah, Rawls with a 2 on that nice spin move on the baseline. Tobiasen has 6, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc, and Polytech got off to a slow start yesterday. They trailed by double digits until the end of that second quarter. That's when they went on their first run. Didn't lead in the entire game until 14 seconds when they hit the go-ahead shot, and that would be the game winner. So no use to being down early are the Polytech Panthers. We'll see how they respond here down 8-0. So already Sheldon Hoskins going to check into the ball game, I believe, for Polytech. So here's Wilkerson. He'll bring it up. And again, both of these teams very scrappy, good defensively. Here's a cut by Gamber. Gets in the paint. Lefty layup, though, won't go.
It's a nice cut, nice pass. It was $1 move, 10-cent finish, man. Everything but the finish on that one.
Yeah, Gamber's going to be he's been electric here. He can get to the basket, and even more impressive is his jump shooting. I'm sure he'll put that on full display here in a little while. Again, yesterday was battling foul trouble on the bench most of that first half, and either way, St. E's getting the ball back here. 5:36 first quarter action, 8-0. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line is pure. There he is, Jeremiah Herring. 3 players in St. E's starters already on the score sheet here, and a 10-0 double-digit lead. And then another steal here by that scrappy defense. And right under the basket for 2 more. That's Jaden Lawrence.
Good find. Good find on the break there.
So 12-0 early. Polytech still looking for their first bucket. Here's Little. Spin move, gets in the paint. Floater off the back end of the rim. Here's Rawls. He's going to tee up a 3. This one long. Skying for the rebound is Xavier Brewington. Anderson going to try his luck at a 3, short into the hands of Rawls. And then leaking up ahead of the pack is Herring on the baseline. That one there. Rawls for the putback. No. Herring, second chance. He earns himself 2 free throws. So, guys, it's been all St. E's here through halfway our first quarter.
Polytech is really going to have to come down and run an offense here, some type of set offense, because they're just not only are the shots not falling, but they're not quality looks. They had that one layup missed down there, but that was still a tough shot. So curious to see what kind of changes they make as they make some substitutions here.
So I believe the first one off the mark there for Jeremiah Herring. One more on the way. Again, still 12-0 here early. And 0 for 2 from the line for Herring, so Polytech catches a break that time. As Brewington able to bring it across. Hoskins going to let go of 3. That one had a shot off the side of the rim and out of play. So another slow start for the Polytech Panthers here today. And we'll see maybe if St. Elizabeth can keep their game rolling and make it a little tougher on the Polytech Panthers to get back in it like they did yesterday. Now a whistle. Sheldon Hoskins going to get called. 3rd team foul on Polytech. Vikings to inbound now under the basket. Oh, third time's a charm for Tobias, and yeah, hit the first two from that same exact spot. That one a little short, going to lead to Darrell Little the other way. Fires up a layup in transition. That one off the mark as well. And then Hoskins, he's aggressive. You'll see some foul calls on number 1 in red today, that's for sure. And there's the first.
Yeah, that was actually really good defense by Lawrence there. He kept his ground, stayed vertical, had legal guarding position. Impressed with that.
Able to break the press easily. We're St. Elizabeth's there. 3:37 opening quarter. It's the championship of the Dickey Rago Cup. And St. Elizabeth's playing on their home floor here at the St. East Center. It's Rawls. And they're going to get a moving screen that time. That was Jeremiah Herring. Nice crowd here today for Championship Thursday. Here's Cade Sipes checking the ball game for Polytech. Cutting Gamber, gonna elevate, hang in the air. That layup also wouldn't go. And a lid on the rim here on this side of the court for the Panthers early in this one. Rawls trying to get it down to Harrington. Good active hands by Brewington to pat that one away.
Yeah, and Nick, to your point, I think as much as Polytech is struggling, the defense by St. E's has been really strong. They are playing uptight, close defense without fouling, which is difficult for sure. So, got to give St. E's some credit here as a fast break for Polytech.
Brewington tried to step in, take some contact, gets his own rebound, fouled that time. And yeah, Joe, you mentioned the defense. That's the one thing Pat alluded to in the pregame show was they're going to play tough defense. And through about 6 minutes here in the opening quarter, they haven't given up a point.
No, well, Polytech's definitely been struggling. They've had some good looks. Just haven't been able to finish them for whatever reason, whether the touch is a little bit off or they're anticipating contact when contact, and altering their shot because of it.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen Gamber and Brewington do that on the last 2 possessions.
But I mean, St. E's they're playing hard, and right now, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't want to speculate anything, but perhaps a little intimidation going on early in this one. We'll see as Poly settles in.
Yeah, there's the first point. That's Brewington, 1 of 2 from the line for Xavier Brewington. Again, coming off that 27-point win yesterday. As the pressure, able to break it, was St. E's to the baseline. That's a lefty jumper, and that's pure for Lehman Pierce. Gamber trying to answer quickly, in and out. So 14-1, 2 minutes remaining here in the first. And they're going to get Herring that time.
Yeah, he kind of got caught in between there. He saw somebody in the corner, but wasn't able to get the pass off.
So now some pressure from St. Elizabeth's as Justin Lawrence going to be up in the face of Kyle Gamber. They're not going to give him much space here today at all. As you can see, they're going to face guard him from one end of the court to the other. Here's Brewington. He's been the guy that picked up the slack with Gamber in foul trouble yesterday. As he'll cross over, elevate, mid-range jumper, no good.
Tough shot.
And then what a rejection underneath by Herring. But ball ends up back in the hands of Polytech here. In the lane goes Darrell Little, count it, and the foul for number 5. And we'll see if that gets Polytech going. 14-3 with a free throw on the way.
Yeah, again, Nick and Pat, the way St. E's is working on defense is what has impressed me the most as we're about a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. I mean, they are pressing and pushing hard without fouling, which again I know I said, but it's worth repeating because it's difficult to do. It's definitely difficult to pressure without fouling the way they are.
Now some pressure here from Polytech. St. E's able to break it rather easily. Get it down low on the block. Ball tipped to the top of the key for Tobiasen as he gets it back to Herring here with 1:11. Brewington and Herring, that's a good matchup here. It's going to lead to a 3 for St. E's. Almost had it. That time was Mazzarelli. Or excuse me, as that 3 is in. I believe that was Tobiasen again. He's got 3 threes. Give him 3 triples here in the opening quarter. He's got 9.
Yeah, no box out on the initial 3. Led to a second chance.
Can't have that if you're the Panthers. Here's Little again. Gonna drive, try to go up and in, over, and he does.
Strong move for him there.
So 17-6, 11-point lead. 17 seconds and ticking here in the opening quarter, and last shot most likely in the hands of the Vikings. Pierce has some space. He'll launch a 3 from the right wing. Over the backboard it goes. So Polytech now looks like going to have the last shot here. Brewington, 2, got to get something up. 1, he got it, he gets the foul call there before the buzzer sounds, so it looks as if 2 free throws on the way for Xavier Brewington. And Brewington and Little, the only 2 Panthers to score in that first quarter.
Looks like they're going to bring the other 9 back on for the free throws here. It's definitely not a lack of aggressiveness. Polytech they're attacking and they're pushing, but so far the battle's being won by St. E's.
And yesterday's game with Devon Prep started the same way. They went down double digits, around 14 points in the first quarter. Able to, again, didn't have the lead till late in the fourth, about 15 seconds remaining until they got the lead, but then they came back late in the second. At the first free throw is in. And Brewington able to knock down them both. So that'll do it. As that shot had a chance at the butter, wouldn't have counted. So after 1 quarter of play here at the Viking Invitational, Dickie Rago Cup Final. St. E's on top of Polytech, 17-8. We'll be right back on Delaware Live Sports.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
And welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. Dickie Rago final here at the Viking Invitational. It's Championship Thursday. St. Elizabeth's and the Polytech Panthers. St. Elizabeth's on top after 1 quarter of play. Very impressive opening quarter for the Vikings. They lead 17-8. Aiden Tobiasen, the 6'1 sophomore guard, leading the way with 9 points. He had 3 triples in that opening quarter.
Yeah, and we'll see how St. E's wants to play this second half, but in the games that I've seen them play this year, they're able to keep up this intensity level on defense for a full 4 quarters. So Polytech's definitely kind of going to have to come out and make some adjustments here if they want to get back in this game.
Kyle Gamber, 0 points in the first half for Polytech. Brewington with 3 and Little with 5. And Bison leading the way, of course, for the Vikings with 9. 4 other players have a bucket. Here we go, second quarter action. Extra step for Darrell Little, top of the key. Here's that pressure once again from the Panthers. As St. E's able to stay composed and beat it rather easily. Pierce's shot, though, rejected on the baseline by Darrell Little. Pierce going to put it on the floor, gets in the paint. Layup no good. Second chance opportunity here for St. Elizabeth's, up and in. That was Jaden Lawrence. He's got 4. Wilkerson will step into a 3. No good. Darrell Little battling for it. Jemai Herring going to take it away. So the Kyrie Lucky Charms today, Jemai Herring.
Yep.
Here's Rawls on the baseline, going to use that shoulder. Get underneath. Ball, though, knocked away by Wilkerson. So the Vikings will inbound here. How about another for Tobias in this one? He's fouled on, so 3 free throws coming up for Tobias and a chance to get into double-digit scoring here early in the second quarter.
Yeah, and I couldn't quite tell there if he had ball and arm or just arm, but either way, you know, based on what we've seen him shooting so far this half, something must have happened.
That's a pure free throw. First one is up and in. That gives him 10 in just 9 minutes of action. 11. So 21-8, still remaining all St. Elizabeth. Three for 3 from the line. 2 for 3 from 3. 3 for 3 from the line for Tobiasen. 22-8. Brewington up step in the lane, kick around as they work it around the perimeter. Little again, going to drive, gets this one to go. He's got 7 of the Polytech 10. Here's Rawls driving. Nice take, though. Couldn't get it to fall. Here's Gamber. Going to elevate. That's a deep 2, and he's long again. That one might have been rushed up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a tough shot when you haven't seen the ball go in the basket yet. Off the dribble like that, to pull up. That's a tough shot.
I'm with you. Sometimes I like to see the ball go through the net first. Whether that be a free throw, nice easy bucket underneath. Here's Rawls, kick to the corner. Tobiasen, how about a 4-3? That one long. And now here come the Panthers. Little in the lane. He's fouled. I believe it's going to be on Tobiasen. So 2 more free throws coming here for Polytech. It's going to be Darrell Little, and he's been the man for the Panthers, as Tobiasen has been the man for the Vikings. But first one unable to go for Darrell Little. Now some subs here for St. Elizabeth's. Julius Wright back in the ball game for the Vikings, as The second free throw is missed. Gamber, though, able to hustle down the offensive rebound. Gamber in the corner. He'll pump fake, get inside. Reverse layup that time is good for Kyle Gamber. So 22-12, lead back to 10 as we hit the 5-minute mark of the opening half. Again, winner of this one's going to be your Dickey Rago Cup champ. Tobias going to bounce pass down low. On the block, hands off to Herring now, leads to an open mid-range jumper just inside the free throw line, but off the mark. Panthers like to run. Here's Brewington. Spin move inside, and a travel called. Pat, I'm going to bring you in. I see you shaking your head there, and that's something that we've been grown to come to realize here in Delaware.
I appreciate the officials and the job that they do. I 100% do. But there is no way that every single spin move is a travel. And it's been called that way this season. It's an adjustment that I guess the kids are going to have to make.
That's a tough step back three for Jermai Herring, but he knocks it down. And Pat, I will say, as a spin move guy myself, primarily, I have to agree with you. Trying to answer was Brewington. He can't. Rebound, though, to the Panthers. Here's Brewington on the cut with the left hand, gets it to go.
Start to feel, you're feeling Polytech. Polytech's picking up their travel. We get a travel here on St. E's. You can feel it, feel Polytech, you know, even though it's still a 10-point game, they picked up their intensity level. They're starting to get some contributions from different people. And I would still like to see them, you know, set a few more ball screens and roll to the basket and see if they can post up some of the smaller St. E's guards here. But we'll see what happens here in the last 3 minutes, 40 seconds.
And again, it's been weird all week. It's been till about this point where Polytech seems to turn it on. Is that shot for Little off the front end of the rim? Maybe it's the long trip up. But still, like you said, it's been all St. E's. They're still up by 10, 3.5 to go. As that one was off the mark, here's Herring, fresh off a triple. How about another? Going to let it fly from the left wing. That one's long. Up ahead to Wilkerson. He almost lost it, and he did out of play. That's going to go back to St. E's. Timeout now on the floor, as we'll stay right here. Nick Alessandrini, Joe Singles, Pat Garianis, and Nick Halliday's up a few rows on the camera. The Pops right in front of us. Happy to have you here at the Viking Invitational. It's the Dickey Rago Cup Final. He heard it was the Dickey Rago Cup Final. He got in the car, drove right over. And again, should be a good one, 25-15. St. E's on top by double digits here early.
And the man, the myth, Dickey Rago is in the building
right.
today, taking this game in down there. Current coach at Del Tech. Former St. E's players Eric Patton and Tim Masato, assistants on that team.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just one big happy family around here. I'm telling you, it's weird.
Yeah, you got to love it.
The St. E's family here is strong. I'm telling you.
And we love coming back here every year, whether that be for the Diamond State Classic or the Viking Invitational. And again, this is the inaugural year for the Viking Invitational, and been a success so far this week, been able to maintain these games we've had. So 3:12, guys, before we head to the locker room. So my scoring was right. They took a point away from Polytech. It's now 25-14. It's an 11-point lead for the Vikings. Here's baseline drive for Lawrence. And he'll get called for the travel.
Yeah, that's tough there. He took a little bump, but he did travel.
Here's Little's had the hot hand here as he's able to hang, and that one wouldn't go. It was halfway down. Now Rawls quickly the other direction. Floater in the paint. Rolls in. 13 now the lead for St. E's. And there's Burlington taking some contact, and that one's up and in. And now you see Polytech being aggressive, driving, getting to the basket here. And a whistle. 16 foul on Polytech with 2:16 to go in the first half.
Both teams are starting to settle in, a little bit more patient, a little bit more fundamental basketball in their passing and their attack. Both teams are attacking the basket.
Here's Herring. As we tick under 2 in the second. We talked about it, Joe, just being patient here offensively. As there's Jalen Anderson with the steal the other way. And he's fouled. I don't know if they're going to call it on the floor. No, they're going to give him 2 free throws. Jalen Anderson, known for his defensive ability. So a chance to cut the lead back to single digits if Anderson's able to hit 2 free throws. And the first one's up and in. Two for 2 from the line for Jalen Anderson. Cuts that lead to 9. 27-18, 143 is Polytech going to apply a little bit of this soft pressure here. And they get the 10-second call.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta move the ball against that zone press. You got to pass the ball against that zone press. You look for diagonal passes, to move the ball up the court. Those east-west passes get you in trouble time-wise.
Here's Gamber on the wing, still trying to find his rhythm. Don't want to force anything up, though. Is it 118? He'll reset the offense up top here. Now it's Little in the corner. Goes baseline, and he's going to get called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, that's tough. That's not always called, but if the offensive player kind of creates the contact and kind of carves out a little bit of space on the baseline there and gains an advantage, is when they usually call it.
Nice handoff from Rawls to Herring, but he got an extra step in there. Was excited to maybe throw that one down, but a nice lay there from Rawls, but won't count this time. 103, 27-18. Here's Little, puts it on the floor, gets in the paint, layup too strong. Gamber able to haul in the offensive board. And now they're working around the perimeter, leads to a Hoskins 3. Long as Jalen Anderson skies for another opportunity for the Panthers, and he's fouled on his way back up. And you hear the crowd mic here at the Viking Invitational. Box out. That's the message from the home side of the stands here at the St. E Center. As Anderson's free throw, no good, but should not be a 1-and-1. I believe he was found shooting, yes, so he's going to get 2 free throws.
Yeah.
Both teams do have 17 fouls, however. Second free throw for Anderson, way off the mark. Gamber able to get the rebound. He'll put it right back up, and he's long again. He's been long on everything. But the Panthers able to get some rebounds here as of late. He'll fire another one, and he just can't seem to find it here in the first half. But how about that? The Panthers, again, on the offensive glass. 4 offensive rebounds at possession, Joe. Now looks like Brewington going to let the clock tick here, as the Panthers will most likely have the final shot of half number 1. They're trailing 27-18. Here's Brewington. Gets it to Little. He'll elevate, fire, and hit. So that'll count at the buzzer for the Panthers. That shot cuts it to a 7-point lead, 27-20. St. E's on top, a big half for Aiden Tobiasen. He had 12 points, including 3 triples. Joe, what did you see in half number 1?
So, St. E's clearly lost a little bit of momentum and lost some steam there. To me, what stands out the most, the reason for that is Rawls not touching the ball probably as much as he needs to. If I'm St. E's, I'm coming out in the second half trying to make sure he at least gets a touch on most possessions. He's their one player who can create offense on his own off the dribble, and he also tends to make really good decisions. But I'm trying to put the ball in his hands much more. And if you're Polytech, offensively you're gonna keep trying to do what you're doing and attack and keep playing strong D. They're going to need to find some offense at some point, more consistently. But we'll see what kind of changes they make.
Yeah, we'll find out in 9 minutes and 27 seconds. Second half action coming here from the Viking Invitational, the Dickey Rago Cup final between St. E's and Polytech. Vikings on top of the Panthers, 27-20.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. If someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. for any of your painting needs. We can handle it.
We all know that choosing the right company for home preservation can be challenging. Your home is your castle, and only the best and most trusted will work, right? Of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer, and we listen. Or take advantage of online booking 24/7. Once we understand your home needs, we schedule a craftsman to arrive at a convenient time for you. You then receive a pre-call the night before from your craftsman, on my way text notification so you know when to expect your craftsman to arrive, regular updates on the progress of your job, even follow-up prior to any warranty expiration dates. Easy, convenient, no surprises, ever. Our commitment is to treat your home, your family, your time, and your privacy with respect. Rest assured, you are always our top priority. Our multi-skilled craftsmen will complete the work on your home in a workmanlike manner. If we don't, we'll come back to make it right. It's what we do and have been since 1998. Simply put, we're different. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fanwear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments, as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a Wine Spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
And welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Allison-Drini alongside Joe Singles and Pat Garianis, Nick Halliday, and the whole rest of the crew here for Championship Thursday. It's the Dickey Rago Cup final between St. E's and Polytech. St. E's with a 27-20 lead as we just begin the third quarter, and not a good sight here at the St. E's Center as Kyle Rawls slow to get up at half court. And again, one of the better players here, not only in this game, but around. So hopefully he's okay here shortly.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he slipped, if his sneaker came out from under him. I think that's what happened. I didn't see much contact.
Yeah.
It looked like maybe there was a random wet spot on the floor, but he's up, but his left leg is really bothering him there.
Oh yeah, you don't like to see that. So he's gonna take a walk to the training room here and try to stretch it out.
We were talking at halftime. I think one of the keys for St. E's coming back was to get him involved even more and have the ball, make sure the ball touches his hands as much as possible. But we'll see if he's able to come back here.
So here go the Panthers. Terrell Little gets inside. Shot blocked by Herring. I believe caught him with a body maybe. Tobiasen maybe underneath. We'll wait and see. Either way, 2 free throws upcoming for the Panthers to begin the third quarter. It's going to be Terrell Little as they did get Tobiasen on the foul. I believe Herring got all ball there. But again, Tobiasen, Joe, what a first half it was for him. 12 points. And Terrell Little doing similar things for Polytech. He had 9 points, and that first free throw though doesn't fall.
Yeah, he attacks the basket. The second one there, he's clever with the ball when he puts it on the floor.
(27-21) lead to 6. That's the lowest it's been since the first quarter. And then a foul on Xavier Brewington near half court.
Comes Rawls.
Well, that's great to see. So he's obviously feeling okay. Stretched it out a little bit, able to get back in the ball game. Harry gets in the paint.
It's a foul, yeah.
Yeah, Brewington got a hand.
Oh, he caught a travel. Oh.
So 27-21, and now a chance for Polytech to even cut deeper into the 6-point lead. Here's Hoskins, gets in the paint, and he gets one to go off the glass. Here come the Panthers. 27-23, a minute into quarter number 3. As that ball almost picked and stolen by Brewington. Rawls going to step into a deep 2 off the mark, but there's Tobiasen underneath. Took some contact also, but gets the bucket to go. That one floater on the baseline, just missing for Hoskins. Here's Rawls in the paint. Good defense underneath. Winds up into the hands of Lawrence, and he gets it to go down there. 6 for Jaden Lawrence. Lead back up. Well, they gave the points to the wrong team. Lead back up to 7. 31-24, 6.5 to go here in the third. Hoskins thought about a 3. As he gets it over to Gamber, Lawrence right in the face of him. And Polytech likes to drive, get in the paint. Good defense, though, by the Vikings. Brewington kicks out. Gamber has some space to fire, and he finally gets one to go. That's a 3.
We've been waiting for that all game, but again, it was nice penetrating kick out.
And then right down the other way goes Jaden Lawrence. Another bucket for him. He's got 8. Pace starting to quicken up here in the third. 33-26. And a 5-second call. And then a foul here at half court as Rawls was bringing it up for the Vikings. (33-26). Here's Rawls. Good defense by Polytech, trying to trap in the corner. Pierce got away with the off-arm that time. Here's Herring. And St. E is going to be patient here offensively. Pierce.
Tough
gonna
shot.
Fire up that one, off the front end of the rim.
Not a lot of room there to get a shot off. I like the patience by St. E's, but probably not the shot they wanted.
Gamber took a shot there. It was either going to tip it or that was going to be an easy bucket the other way.
Yes.
Got a piece of it, so it's still going to be the Vikings ball. Tobiasen will inbound in front of the scores table. 4:40 to go here in the third. St. E still holding that 7-point lead. Give and go right off the inbound for Tobiasen off the back end of the rim. So now Little going to pull it out here. Gamber going to fire a triple. That one in and out. Herring lets the defender go by. He'll step into a jumper from the foul line. And Allen also off the mark. Wilkerson shows off the handles. Here's Brewington. He'll drive. And what a block underneath by Jermai Herring. Then goes and gathers the basketball. As the Vikings go the other direction. Herring gets in the paint. And
don't force it, young fella. Good block. Great defensive play. Just got a little carried away there on the opposite end.
Yeah, sometimes that adrenaline gets flowing after you have a block like that on defense.
St. E's going to call timeout because their last couple offensive possessions have definitely not been what Coach Cassidy would like to see in terms of a final result.
So we'll stay right here on the timeout. 3:52 remaining, third quarter action, 33-26 in favor of St. E's over Polytech. Aiden Tobiasen has been great tonight for the Vikings. 3 triples. He's got 9, 14 points, 9 in the first half, and he's been their scorer so far, but a lot of the Vikings on the score sheet. Herring has 5, Lawrence has 8, Pierce with 2, Rawls with 4. And then Polytech, it's been a lot of Darrell Little. He's got 10. Brewington with 7. Kyle Gamber just hitting after that 3, just has 5. And those are your leading scorers in the ball game here today. Dickey Rago Cup finale. And again, a special thanks to all those tuning in all week long here on Delaware Live Sports. both the Diamond State and the Viking Invitational. And Diamond State coming to a close last night, and the Viking Invitational coming to a close tonight. It's been a fantastic week of basketball here up and around the city of Wilmington. And Jonah, you, Pat, and Nick had a chance to go check out the Slam Dunk to the Beach. Some great basketball in Delaware this week.
Yeah, it was really exciting though when you always see teams from out of state, and you get to get the occasional Delaware team matching up with the team like we saw against Bronx, New York. Seaford fell short, but they definitely showed up and had a good showing against a pretty strong team out of New York City this weekend.
Yeah, it's one of the best tournaments around. Slam Dunk to the Beach. 33-26 here though at the Viking Invitational. Gamber looking for somewhere to go, and I believe a timeout is Coach Pierce going to want to talk it over. They were awaiting another 5-second call. And another timeout on the floor.
I'm still, Nick and Pat, I'm still kind of waiting to see Polytech, create some offense other than just, dribble drive. Their kids have been fairly successful at it, but, they're kind of just putting their heads down, lowering their shoulder, and driving to the basket. And, there's needless to say on this game in particular, we haven't seen many assists by anybody. And, that's usually an indication of a lot of individual, one-on-one offensive possession. So definitely something I, would like to see out of both teams.
Yeah, I agree with Joe. Not to step in here out of nowhere, but one thing that I noticed, and you were talking about it, and it peaked, there's no flow.
No
on
flow.
either side of the ball right now offensively. That's something that the first team that figures that out, I think, is going to end up pulling this one away if they can.
Yeah, that's a good point, Pat. You said it. It's been interesting offensively here today in a game when you got two scrappy defenses like we have here between St. E's and Polytech. But yeah, you both were absolutely right. Not a lot of assists and not a lot of flow. It's been a battle here through 2.5 quarters. Lead still at 7 for St. E's. They inbound for the Panthers. We'll see what Coach Pierce draws up out of the timeout. Brewington has some space. He'll fire a mid-range jumper. No good. And Herring doing a good job of going up and getting the rebound, but taken right away. Gamber, bounce pass down low to Little, who has some contact and able to hang and finish. So now 5-point game. And then Burlington tipping that one out of play. And then a foul there. Terrell Little, a little too aggressive. They don't like that call.
But if I'm Polytech, I'm continuing this. They are slowly creeping into this game, just based on sheer will and intensity, and just being a little tougher so far than St. E's. So I don't mind it.
Here's Pierce, able to work it around to Rawls, has some space on the baseline. Reverse layup is good for Rawls.
Yep.
Big bucket there for the Vikings. Lead back to 7. Brewington maybe got away with the travel there. As Little crosses over, has it poked away by Rawls. Rawls one-on-one with Hoskins the other way. His layup is short, but there for the putback was Tobias, and that one wouldn't go either. Hung on the rim for a second and falled out.
Rawls is still limping there, and that may have been one of the reasons why he had trouble, getting the ball up to the rim there.
Cade Sipe, he made a mistake, not on the just trying the spin move. That was the mistake here in the first 8.
This is a no-spin zone. This is a no-spin state, man. I'm telling you.
I'll tell you. I wouldn't be allowed to play now anymore, as that ball is tipped and stolen by Polytech. Still 35-28, 7-point lead. They get it up ahead to Gamber. One-on-one with Rawls. Gamber finger roll off the glass. 7 points now for Kyle Gamber. 146, and then a travel in the backcourt, Joe, Polytech. You mentioned it, with that intensity, that will to win, and now they force another turnover.
Yeah, you know, and it's always a fine line when you're being pressed of that 10 seconds. I mean, it's a lot of time if you're passing the ball. But if you're dribbling, ends up not being a lot of time.
Brewington trying to back down Pierce that time, and Pierce had to foul him on the way up. So a chance to get this lead to one possession, somewhere it hasn't been since the first 30 seconds to a minute of the game. We'll see if Brewington can knock down some of these free throws. For the moment, 35-30, still a minute and a half to go here in quarter number 3. That one long. So Pierce will have a seat. Wright going to check back in for the Vikings. Again, Rawls still trying to work that ankle out. Second free throw for Brewington is up and in. 35-31, 4-point game. And now some pressure here once again from the Panthers. Rawls goes baseline. Wilkerson tried to step in for a charge. Not going to go, but Lawrence there for the putback. He's now into double digits. Here's Sipe. Don't spin move. Hangs on the block, left hand off the glass and in. Nice shot that time, and Sipe's on the board.
Yep, he probably thought about the spin move.
Yes, he did. I thought he did too.
And then used the duck it up and under there.
St. E's able to beat the press. They got numbers now underneath. Wright going to loft up and get it to go on the baseline. So St. E's able to open it up 39-33. Gamber going to go into a triple from top of the key. And now a timeout on the floor, 39-36. A one-possession ball game, 53 seconds left remaining here in the third.
Stepped into that one like Steph Curry, man. That was a lot of confidence. Heat check. Big shot when the team needed it, man.
Yeah, shoot. Like, that's a cliche, but, you know, he was 0 for in the first half.
Yep.
And, it hasn't stopped him from producing here in the second half.
27 on Monday. Sat out a lot of the game yesterday due to foul trouble. Picked up 3 or 4 early first half fouls. Was on the bench for a while. They were able to pull it out thanks to the help of Xavier Brewington, who had 27. And today, slight off in the first half for Gamber, able to find a little bit of a rhythm here in the second half. And St. E's, though, still holding a 3-point lead, 39-36. And haven't seen much at Tobias or that offense for the Vikings score a lot of points here as of late. We'll see if Rawls and Herring can get this offense going.
And again, back to what I was saying before, you know, against this type of press, you have to pass the ball up the court. You can't put your head down and dribble. You got to be in the right position. You're looking for diagonal passes, opposite. And we'll see it. Hopefully, see what kind of success St. E's has against this press. It looks like they might be going to a man press now.
Yeah. Yes, they are. Going to bring everybody over. And now we're going to have some talking to here on the court. Gotta love it. Here we go. 53 seconds, 3-point game. Able to get it to Rawls. He's going to try to dribble, Joe. They want a double dribble. Maybe got away with one. Bounce pass. Able to fit it in there to Herring, but picked away by Wilkerson. And then they're going to get Wilkerson with a double dribble. And crowd starting to really get into this one here at the St. E's Center. Got to love the environment here for the Dickey Rago Cup Final. So now it's going to be right to inbound. Gets it over to Herring. 40 seconds ticking here in the third. One possession ball game. Rawls kick to the corner. Right for 3. Off the rim. Tobiasen going to get a second chance opportunity here for St. E's. $18 now for the Vikings to work with. Rawls has it, top of the key. 12 seconds to go. Gamber trying to get his steal. They're going to trap. Herring now with an opening in the corner. He'll go baseline. Got away with one. No, he didn't. Thought about it for a second. He got an extra step, able to slide his way back in there.
Yeah,
but
they're just...
So 4 seconds. Here's Brewington, 3. He's able to get to the whole other side of the court. Shot won't go, though, at the buzzer. That'll do it through 3 quarters of play here at the St. E's Center. St. Elizabeth's on top of Polytech, 39-36. We're going to have a good one coming at you here in the 4th quarter. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier? Welcome to
Back here on Delaware Live Sports as we head to the 4th quarter action, 39-36 between Polytech and St. Elizabeth's. Just chatting it up here, talking about some of the teams here in Delaware. Obviously, Seaford atop our rankings right now, and you got Dover up there and some other talented teams. We're trying to figure out, where does St. E's and Polytech kind of fit into the Delaware landscape of basketball. It's going to be an interesting
I think both
tournament.
of them are definitely playoff teams.
Yeah.
I think they both will be tournament teams for sure.
Yep.
And again, not an open tournament, at least as it stands now for playoff basketball here in Delaware. Darrell Little got to the paint. Shot won't fall, though. Too strong off the glass, and now they're going to try to trap Pierce in the backcourt. And the Vikings able to get it here for the moment as that ball is tipped out of play.
And other than Dover, guys, Sanford, Polytech, St. E's, Howard, Middletown, they're all similar in size. Dover's the one squad that has a legitimate size advantage throughout the state, at least from what I've seen. So then it becomes kind of a style of play. Who can impose their will more. Oh.
And it's going to be an exciting tournament time here in the state of Delaware. Again, a lot of unknowns this year. Usually there's a couple, 1 or 2 teams that are the, number 1 or team favorite to win it all. But this year it could be a little open. We'll have to wait and find out.
See Rawls there kind of put his head down, get the offensive foul called on him.
14 fouls for St. E's, 3 for Polytech. A minute into our 4th quarter. Brewington off a screen. Passes up on the 3. He'll get it to Little, top of the key. And now we'll see what Gamber does here as he gets in the paint. Tried to float it off the glass, scoop it in, but wouldn't go. Nice pass down low to Rawls. Lets the defender go by. His shot, though, just won't go, and Rawls' struggles continue. Again, dealing with a little bit of an ankle injury. As Eddie's going to get called with a foul.
Yeah, his frustration level with a number of things today is starting to get the best of him a little bit. Coach is going to give him a break here.
Yeah, see if they get him out. Yeah, they do.
Break here for a minute or 2 and let him calm down, because they're definitely going to need him if they're going to secure a win here.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah. Again, this is exactly the way Polytech's game went yesterday. They just hung around until the 4th quarter when they took the lead with 15 seconds to play. Here they're trailing by 3. St. E's been on top throughout. Here's Brewington, gets to the paint, and then he's fouled by Pierce underneath. So 2 free throws coming for Xavier Brewington. He was 1 of 2 last time on his trip to the line. Again, probably the largest crowd we had here at the Viking Invitational this week as Brewington's free throw is in. And the second free throw is good, 2 for 2 from the line for Brewington now. He's got 9.
It's definitely a good sign for Polytech. Like, as you mentioned before, you know, their free throw shooting in the first half, you know, led a little bit to be desired, but they're going to be in the bonus next time St. E's commits a foul. So
here's down on the block. Nice move by Jaden Lawrence. And he's having a quietly good game here tonight for St. Elizabeth. Lead back to 3 as we hit the 6-minute mark of the 4th. Little gets in the paint. Good defense by Jeremiah Herring, but I believe maybe got him with that right arm. And again, Joe, we're seeing what we thought we'd see out of Polytech here in the second half, and that's put your head down, dribble, drive, and draw some fouls here as you're going to the cup.
Yep. And if they can convert these free throws in the last 6 minutes of the game, you know, it can not only draw out the game, but make it as he misses the first free throw there, make it another opportunity for Polytech to get some points.
Oh for 2 from the line, but Brewington gets the offensive rebound. His putback won't go either. So 3 straight misses on that possession for the Panthers. Rawls not going to waste any time. Coast to coast he goes. His 8th point of the night. Lead back to 5. Brewington down low to Little. Somehow freed himself up down there on the block, and he gets 2 more. He's got 14, does Darrell Little, to lead the way for the Polytech Panthers. 1 possession game, 43-40, 5:20 to go. Lawrence inside, ball tipped away, back in the hands of Herring. Thought about it, will launch from 3. Off the mark. It's going to be a corner 3 for Polytech. That was Sheldon Hoskins. That one misses. And now here's Tobiasen. Going to kick it to Julius Wright. He'll go baseline. Won't go. Rebound up for grabs. Tipped out of bounds by Sheldon Hoskins. So they're going to stay down this end with St. Elizabeth. It's going to be a good final minutes here at the Viking Invitational.
Foul called on that one.
Oh, okay, so they got a foul call.
On Polytech, yeah.
So Rawls will inbound, back to Tobiasen. Over to Wright, he's gonna fire for 3. Long rebound into the hands of Lawrence, and now they'll reset up top into the hands of Rawls. Working around the perimeter. Rawls, he'll call the play. Good defense by Sheldon Hoskins. Is Brewington able to take it away? 1-on-1, and then a good job by Rawls to get a hand in there and prevent Brewington from getting a transition bucket.
Yeah, Rawls is a lot of it's falling on him up there at the top. I'd like to see St. E's give him a couple ball screens, you know, roll to the basket, free him up a little bit. They're kind of all just waiting. They're waiting for Rawls to make a decision, but you know, you can help him out by throwing up some high ball screens.
Off the inbound, they get it to Little. Good defense underneath by St. Elizabeth, but better offensive rebounding from Darrell Little, and he gets it on the 3rd opportunity, puts it back in. And again, active hands from Polytech. This time maybe 2 active as they let Lawrence get to the cup, but his layup no good. Then leaking ahead 2-on-1 for Polytech as the pass was errant. And then they're going to get a double dribble on Tobiasen in the backcourt. So ball right back to Polytech. Can't take your eyes off the screen here. A lot going on in the last minute.
Yeah, he picked it up there, and he's trying to argue that he didn't have possession. but he picked it up, put it back down. It all happened really quickly, but I think that was the right call on that particular play there. And here comes Ross again after sitting on the bench for about 30 seconds. No, less than that, about 15 seconds.
4:03 to go in this one. A 1-point game, 43-42. St. E's still on top. They have led since the tip. Polytech still looking for their first lead of the game. Do they get it here? Little off the glass. No, Brewington right there. Another offensive rebound. First lead of the game for Polytech, 44-43. As we tick under 4 to play. Here's Tobiasen over to Herring. He's been quiet here in the second half. And that was a close one there. Joe almost looked at it. You're going to call foul on the floor. Ball will stay down here. Herring was close to that baseline. (44-43) now in favor of the Panthers. It's Pierce, Tobiasen, Herring as Pierce drives in. His layup won't go, but how about his offensive rebound and putback? Second bucket of the game for Lamont Pierce. Lead back to the Vikings. And an offensive foul here against the Panthers. Xavier Brewington underneath. And now here comes that pressure from Polytech. Here's Herring on Anderson. Kick to the corner. And then that ball is going to be thrown into the backcourt. Gamber going to hustle it down. Kick out to Wilkerson. Gamber wide open. Corner three is cash money. Timeout on the floor. Polytech now with their largest lead of the ball game, 47-45.
And again, Nick, that stuff like that is created because St. E's just looks a little lost offensively. They're struggling to find good looks, and they're kind of passing the ball around the perimeter. And eventually somebody, has a momentary lapse, and the ball goes into the backcourt, and that was as much about Polytech's hustling the ball down as just St. E's, kind of getting a little frustrated with not getting any good looks. They're getting shots off, but they're not good looks at the basket. They're not shots that are within a flow of the offense. So, I think, Coach Cassidy's probably over there trying to get them to. I see him on the clipboard now, trying to get them to run a little bit of stuff going on, run a little bit of offense here in the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
And again, you hear Pat, our partner Pat, over here. And Pat, the one thing you're mentioning to me over here is the ball movement from St. Elizabeth's on offense.
Yeah, well, it's off the ball movement.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of guys moving when they don't have the basketball. It's just a lot of standing around, waiting for somebody to do something. They got to start setting screens for each other. They got to start making backdoor cuts. They got to start doing something. This game's slipping away from them.
Yeah, I could not agree with you more, Pat. You're absolutely right. As Polytech forcing yet another turnover on the inbound. That pressure maybe starting to get St. Elizabeth's a little bit here late. And you talked about the unraveling on offense. They look a little lost, and maybe that's carrying over here a little bit in this one. So we'll see what Polytech does. They're up by 2. A bucket here will be big for the Panthers. St. E's needs a stop. They're looking to get Gamber involved. He's stuck in the corner here for a second as they're working around a little. Brewington, he thought about launching that one. Kick to Anderson in the corner. 2:14 now, a 2-point lead for the Polytech Panthers. As Little had it off a screen, had some space, and he'll pull it right back out. Anderson thought about it. Tobiasen out on him. Anderson now going to put it on the floor, get in the paint. Good block from behind by Tobiasen. With 1:51 to go, still 47-45. Anderson inbound. Gets it into Darrell Little. Little sees some open space, gets inside, shot spun around the rim and falls. He's by far been the leading scorer tonight for them.
Yeah, smart little jump stop there to let the defender go by him.
A foul here now on the near side right in front of us. That's the 7th team foul, I believe, for St. Elizabeth. So that's going to be 1-1. And both teams, like you mentioned earlier, Joe, going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
And these free throws are big here because there's only 1:27 left, and it's already a 2-possession game. So we'll see.
It's 1-1, so here's the front end. It's long and missed, and rebound, though, into the hands of Jermai Herring. He'll spin move inside. Fadeaway jumper from the inside the foul line. Wouldn't fall. Still a 4-point lead for Polytech. Rawls comes up with a steal. He's fouled on one. Big bucket for the Vikings. They needed that one. Rawls comes up with the steal, takes some contact, able to finish as well. Now a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play and a chance to cut this lead to 1. And the free throw for Rawls is good. 3-point play converted. And Coach John Pierce wanted to talk this one over with 1:15 to go. A 49-48 lead, or excuse me, no, just subs, no timeout. We'll stay right here, more basketball.
Yeah.
1:15 to go, Joe, 1-point game. Polytech has the ball and the 1-point lead.
Timeout. There's your timeout.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Confused a little bit at first with what was going on. A timeout from Coach Pierce. So we'll stay right here. 1:09 to go. Nick Alessandrini, Joe Singles, Pat Garianis here for Championship Thursday. It's our finale here at the Viking Invitational, the boys championship between the Polytech Panthers and the St. Elizabeth Vikings. And Joe, with St. E's through 3.5 quarters. And then, once again, Polytech gets their first lead about halfway through the 4th here.
Yeah, and, we knew coming into this game that, Rawls was going to be the most talented player on the court, and his leg or his hip, knee, I'm not sure what it is. It's clearly affecting him, but as you just saw on St. E's last offensive possession, he's doing everything he can to keep them in the game, and on the other side, the last possession by Polytech, I liked it. They were patient. They didn't rush anything, so we'll see what they can come up with here in the last minute and a half.
It's a 1-point game. Here's Brewington into the corner. And again, St. E's trying to trap, able to split the defense, and Little got wrapped up there a little bit. So the foul, that's going to be 1-1 for Polytech. And we saw, and you mentioned it even in the first half today, Joe, yesterday, Monday, they struggled from the free throw line. They weren't great. They were able to hit some down the stretch, crucial ones to get the win yesterday. But most part, percentage-wise, it doesn't look great on paper for Polytech at the charity stripe. We'll see if they can do the same thing they did in the game to win yesterday and knock down them late.
Yeah.
So here's Darrell Little. He's got 2 free throws tonight. 1 and 1. Off the back end of the rim. Rebound tipped around to St. Elizabeth. So the free throws strike again for the Panthers. And now a 1-point game. St. E's a chance to take the lead. Pierce going to go coast to coast with it. Lay in for 2. Lead to the Vikings. Here we go, Joe. 50-49, 41 seconds and ticking. Championship of the Dickey Rago Cup on the line. Brewington crosses over, gets in the paint. Layup won't go, but he's fouled. Or no, offensive foul. Ball back to St. E's.
I couldn't really tell there if he had position. We're kind of at the all the way opposite end of the court, but referee felt like St. E's player established position, and he was a little out of control on his drive. So see what happens here.
Polytech now they need to stop. Rawls bounce pass ahead to Herring. He'll hold it up here with 28 seconds. Gets it back up top to Lamont Pearson. If you're the Vikings, you're just going to be patient with it here, and then Brewington wrapping him up, and so they're going to send Rawls to the free throw line. And again, he would be my choice if you were going to foul somebody, but you had to foul someone. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Rawls, who knocked down the last free throw after he was fouled on the N1. We'll see if we can knock down a couple here. So that's the 5th foul on Xavier Brewington. He has fouled out. That is a huge loss for Polytech, but just 22 seconds remaining. If this game were to go to overtime, then that would be hurting the Panthers. But the Vikings got a 1-point lead. Now Rawls at the free throw line. They're in control here. And the first one is up and in. That was the 10th foul, so it is a double bonus here. And now one more on the way, Joe. Either way, it's going to be a one-possession ball game.
Yep.
And I've got to guess who I think is going to take the 3 to tie it if you're Polytech.
If I'm not sure you need to go there yet. If they can get a quick 2, I think you do.
I agree.
As St. E's calls timeout, they'll set up a press, slow things down. But I think if you can get a quick 2. Maybe even give it about 5, 6, 7 seconds to kind of work the ball around. If you can get it 2, I go for a 2. If the clock gets down to below 10 seconds, you're going to have to go for a 3 because there's not going to be enough time to score, foul, free throws, bring the ball back up the other end of the court. It's just not enough time. So we'll see what they do.
It was Lamont Pierce who went coast to coast and laid it in to give St. Elizabeth the 1-point lead. And then St. Elizabeth's able to get a charge call on Xavier Brewington. And then a foul on Rawls. And so that was 2 fouls in a matter of 15 seconds. That sent Brewington to the bench with 5. He is out of the game now. And like you said, Joe, we'll see what the Polytech Panthers decide to do here offensively. If they choose to go for a quick 2, they love to put their heads down and get to the basket. We'll see if they do go that route, maybe shoot some free throws, get fouled, or if they try the 3 here. Again, they are down 52-49, and if you're St. Elizabeth, you just mentioned it, they'll be on the press here, and that's a tough defense for the Vikings. Gamber will come inbound. Wilkerson looks like going to be the ball handler. As Polytech going to bring all their guns up front here as St. E's is right into them. They get it into Wilkerson. Lofts it up ahead to Terrell Little. They're going to let the clock run. Looks like they're going to set up for a 3 here, Joe. Trying to get it to Gamber. They do. He needs to try to get to the basket. Kicks it out. Tipped and stolen by Rawls. And that should do it here at the St. E's Center. 1.5 seconds remaining. And the St. Elizabeth defense coming up big near the end of this one. It was Lamont Pierce's go-ahead bucket on the rebound. He took it coast to coast and laid it in. And then the Vikings defense able to hold Polytech the rest of the way. And what a game we had here at the Dickey Rago Cup finale. 1.9 they'll put back on the clock with a 3-point lead for the Vikings and more free throws upcoming for Rawls. And another. Rawls now with a quiet 13. Make it 14. Timeout.
And, you know, free throws are quiet, but what was that? That's five. He's five for his last 5 free throws in the last, 2 minutes of the game. And as we mentioned before, throughout the game, you know, if you want the ball in his hands, and especially at the end of the game, and he's come up big from the free throw line. He scored 7 of St. E's last 9 points.
Yeah.
You know, all in this stretch. So, you know.
And the only other 2 was the Pierce go-ahead bucket, so Rawls has been huge. I mean, what a big move, or very fortunate it was that he was able to continue the game here. He left early in the, I believe, the third quarter with it looked like an ankle and knee. Again, you don't want to speculate, as we said earlier, but as if though he might not be able to come back in.
Yeah, it was the first play of the third quarter on the inbounds.
And boy, did they need him in the second half. Shot fired up at the buzzer. That won't go. And we have our Dickey Rago Cup champions. It's the home team, the St. Elizabeth Vikings. And again, we'll get a chance to see if we can talk to Kai Rawls here in a second after they have their, they got an award ceremony where they'll be receiving the trophy here at the St. E Center. But an impressive performance from the Vikings. Tobiasen got them started offensively in that first quarter. Rawls brought them home here late. Pierce gave them the go-ahead bucket. And again, can't take nothing away from the Polytech Panthers. A phenomenal tournament this week they played, and able to come back once again, grab the lead late, just unable to finish here as St. Elizabeth's great down the stretch as Kai Rawls leading the way as the Vikings get the big win here at the St. E Center. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll see if we can get Kai Rawls for you. We'll talk to our player of the game after the break.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fanwear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
with Zachy Austin from St. Copa High School in Philadelphia. Ty Williams from Newark Charter. Xavier Brewington from Polytech. Also from Polytech, Kyle Gambler. And for St. Elizabeth, Kai Wells. And the most outstanding player, Dickie Radio Cup, goes to Jeremiah Harris from St. Elizabeth. At this time, I'd like to introduce Denny Farah of the Leukemia Research Foundation of Delaware.
Thanks so much, John. For those of you that were here for the girls' game, I apologize if this is, if you're hearing it twice. But number one, I want to thank St. Elizabeth School, and I want to thank the Viking Invitational Committee. These guys and girls, Caitlin over there, she's worked her butt off. Shannon Cassidy, Alan Minner, all the guys on the St. E School, Coach Ed. We couldn't have done this without them and without all of you. But I think you guys need to understand, like, so many tournaments, so many games have been canceled this week, college and high school, and these guys helped us to pull this 3-day tournament off. So let's give them a big round of applause, please. So our foundation is a small little mom and pop foundation. We give out dollars for cancer research. We are 100% volunteer driven. There are no salaries, no expenses. But we raise a lot of money for blood cancer research, and we're trying to make a difference in the world of cancer. So it's only fitting because this invitational benefits the foundation. We wanted to come up with our own award for a special kid on each of the girls' team and the guys' side. We've called it our ACE Award. Let us embrace any challenge through ambition, compassion, and encouragement. That's what our ACE Award stands for. And although it was really tough between all the guys' teams, could have won it hands down. It was really difficult for us to choose. But this year's award and our inaugural men's ACE award is going to go to Ty Williams of North Turner High School. Ty, come on down. This award is not only about what you do on the court, you may not even step foot on the court, but it's about your attitude. And when Ty walks in, even with a mask on, I can tell he has a smile on his face. He's got a great attitude with his teammates, and I hear from his coach and his teachers that he's pretty good at school. So, Ty, congratulations, but I do understand that your mom's going to be a little surprised. Yeah? Why would that be? Oh, he maybe misbehaves a little bit around the house. Are you going to change that? Oh, there we go, Ty. All right, Ty, congratulations so much. You're so deserving. Thank you, Ty. St. Elizabeth boys, you played an awesome game. Polytech, you guys played an awesome game. And thank you so much for being here and supporting this event and the foundation.
Someone did they tell?
Wait, St. E's boys, come over and see us one by one. Coach Mike, you want to call them up? You just want to come up?
Did we tell Kai? Did he need to go tell him? Mike's getting him?
And we welcome you back inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini alongside Joe Singles, Patrick Ariani. So we have our player of the game, Kai Rawls. Man, great game out there. Appreciate it joining us after. Just first here initially, how's it feel? You're just with your team holding up that Dickie Rago Cup trophy. Long week here at the St. E Center, a home for you guys, but how's it feel to be the champs?
Good. We just came off the AI tip-off win, so we just wanted to keep momentum, keep pushing, and win every game, even with the out-of-state teams. Just play hard, play defense, and win. Defend our home court.
Yeah, you certainly did that, and obviously you looked a little shaken up there. Early third quarter, went down at around half court. What was going on there? You were able to quickly get back out there. Great for your team. How were you feeling there?
Because yesterday I had rolled my foot, so it was just messing with me, so I fell down, but it wasn't enough. It was only half left, so I just played through it.
Yes, you did, and Joe, he was great down the stretch as we talked about, bringing the Vikings home. Some free throws, a big steal on the N1 late in the game. Just talk to us a little bit about your mentality out there and just the way you like to play your game.
Stay focused, play hard, play defense, keep my team together with their emotions because they're young, so keep them together, play hard.
Yeah, it was interesting to me, Kai, after you hurt your ankle. It looked a little uncomfortable, like it was really bothering you, and then literally in the last 2 minutes of the game, you completely locked in, knocked down 5 free throws in a row. I don't know if you knew that. You scored the team 7 of the last 9 points, but you were able to block out, whatever was bothering you with your ankle, and it was really noticeable. Is that something that just happened, or did coach say something to you, or?
I just knew we was losing, so we had to win. We needed some push.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So being a senior, I had to do that.
Yeah, gotcha. It's impressive.
And you talked about the youth of this team this year. You guys coming off 2 tournament wins. You just mentioned AI now here at the St. E Center. Pretty impressive for a young team, you being one of the leaders. What can this team do this year? What goals do you guys have for yourselves? Where can this team go here in 2021-22?
We keep playing together, we can go far. Keep playing. Play defense, we can beat any team.
There you go. And Joe, before we let you go, Kai, obviously our Mike Lang question of the week has been, obviously, our player of the game here. You guys are champs. Big holiday weekend this past weekend. What's your favorite gift you've got here over winter break, maybe for Christmas or the holidays?
That tournament win.
There you go, and that's the best answer we got as well. Kai Rawls, our player of the game. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Congrats on the tournament win.
Thanks, Kai. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, for Nick Alessandrini, Joe Singles, Patrick Arianis, Mike Langnick, Halliday, Jason Winchell, Pops, the whole crew here for the finale at the Viking Invitational. Joe, any final words before we head out here at the Sadie Center?
Nah, it was just good to see two teams in the finals. You know, it's a good experience for everybody moving forward. And, you know, as school picks up next week again, you know, high school basketball in Delaware really start to get rolling.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Make sure you stay with us. Some games coming at you next week. We'll be at Tower Hill and Caravel on Tuesday, St. Elizabeth's and Sally's on Friday. So some other girls' games mixed in there. Will be a couple places. We may be at Delaware Live Weekly this week as well on Wednesday. We'll have to wait and see. We'll keep you updated. But for everyone here at